Hey Tigers, welcome back to another episode of TSC Talks here on Tiger Sports Central. My name is Jack Slayton, and as always, I'm joined by
Jayvyn Montgomery,
Taurean Daniels,
Ethan Murphy.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for once again another episode. This is episode 21, and in today's episode, we're going to talk to you about the college football conference championship games and the upcoming NFL games. So, this is arguably one of the biggest weekends in college football. We have all of the big conference championship games, with a lot of them having heavy playoff implications. So the first game that we're going to talk about, this is the one that I'm looking forward to the most. The number one team in the country versus the number two team in the country, Indiana versus Ohio State. Taurean?
I got Ohio State winning. They're number one team for a reason. They have the best college football player in college football right now. I don't see nobody stopping them or their offense. Their defense is kind of solid too. So yeah, I got Ohio State by 2 touchdowns.
I do think Ohio State will win, but I want Indiana to win, so I just need that for my moral, support, just knowing that they lost.
I respect that.
I need that.
Just morals. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to no offense, it's going to take a miracle for Indiana to beat Ohio State. Comparing to who Ohio State's played and who Indiana's played. Indiana's played virtually nobody. I mean, they're still good. They're blowing out those teams. They're supposed to, but just it's two different fields. I mean, Indiana said themselves that they're a scrappy team. They're a bunch of underdogs. Ohio State are just, they have All-Americans at almost every position. So, I'm not going to say that Indiana's just going to, lose outright, but I don't think Ohio State's going to let them get close.
So you guys seem really high on Ohio State, especially beating the 2 seed. I mean, they are the 1 seed. So is that who you guys have winning the championship?
No.
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 Okay, who you got winning the championship?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, they got a chip on their shoulder going into it, so they're going to come out hot and they're going to win.
Oh, okay, Taurean.
Well, there's a chance that Ole Miss could end up playing like a Tulane or a Virginia, which they would demolish even without their head coach. So, I think we can save national championship predictions for the playoff, seeing how this weekend folds out, because I think it's going to say a lot about a lot of teams. So, if Indiana does win, they're probably going to be like a team where, okay, maybe they are legit.
Yeah, I'm going against what you guys said. I'm going with Indiana. I think maybe this is just me wanting Indiana to win, but I really want Indiana to be one of those big football schools up there with LSU, Ohio State, Georgia, all there. I want Indiana to be one of those. I think Indiana, they could shock the world. This game, it's in Indianapolis, right?
Yeah, Colts Stadium.
Yeah, so, that's pretty much a home field advantage. I mean, I'm sure Ohio State fans will travel well. It's not really that far, but it is in Indiana State. So you could almost look at that like a home advantage, whatever you want to say with that. But I'm going to go with Indiana. I think a lot of people are doubting them against this Ohio State team, and I'm looking forward to see what happens. Next up, the big SEC championship game where Alabama takes on Georgia.
I got Bama.
Yeah, I got Bama too.
Yeah, I think Bama's just – I feel like they got more experience, or not more experience, but they just got better players on their team. I just feel like they're going to come out and really win that game. I do think if they play again in the playoffs, I think Georgia will take that win, though.
Okay.
Yeah, Michigan's beaten Alabama more than Georgia has in the past. No, they beat Alabama more this year alone than they did. Georgia's last win against Alabama was 2007. That's what I'm trying to get at, and nothing's going to change. That's like a very one-sided rivalry, and Georgia, something just happens to Georgia when they play Alabama, and I think that the Crimson Tide are going to get a top seed with that win.
Yeah. Okay. I think Georgia, I think they're one of the top teams. They're one of my favorites to win it all. I'm going to go with Georgia. I know, you said with the 2007, they just never are able to beat Bama, but I'm going to go with Georgia. I think they just have a much better team. And if you look at the rosters on paper, Georgia, in my opinion, clears them. Now, moving on to BYU versus Texas Tech.
I got Texas Tech. They played this year, right? And Texas Tech won?
It was not
It
close.
was like a blowout, yeah. So, based off that game, I'm just going to go Texas Tech.
Yeah, I got Texas Tech as well.
Yeah, I like to think that this will be a lot closer, but the Big 12 championship the last couple of years never really seems to be. So, I want BYU to win because I really like how their coach stayed, rather going to, Penn State. But, I still think – actually, they probably won't make the playoffs if they lose this game. So, yeah, but Texas Tech's got it. I think that they spent a lot of money to get this team, and they're reaping the benefits of that. So, they'll be one of those teams to beat in the college football playoff.
Yeah, give me BYU. I'm not too high on any of the Texas teams, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, and Texas. I haven't seen what's so special about all of them, but I'm going to go with BYU. Then last but not least, this one was kind of a shocker, seeing them in the ACC championship. We have Duke versus Virginia.
Sorry, to go back to this. You have BYU winning that game after seeing they already played and Texas Tech beat them by like 30, and you still don't have any hope for them?
To be honest, I know nothing about BYU as a football team. I'm just not high on any of the Texas schools, and as a result, I'm going with BYU.
Crazy. All right, but back to this. I got Virginia winning. I don't even know why Duke's in here. It should be Virginia-Miami. That'd be a way better game.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Duke is, they're not going to win this.
I'm rooting for Duke, so that's what I'm going to go with. I think it'd be very funny if an ACC school does not make the college football playoff, because if Duke wins, that's going to be the case. Georgia Tech, we thought they were going to be a lock for the championship. They had a end-of-season collapse. Louisville, they kind of found their footing. They're in the rivalry game, but they're not going to make it. And Miami's on the bubble, but the playoff committee hates Miami for some reason. So, it would be fun to see like a Kennesaw State in the playoff over Miami. So that's really the only reason I think Duke's going to win, because they really, I don't even think they thought they were going to get into this game, and so I think they're going to have a chip on their shoulder saying like, we have nothing to lose. So yeah, I think they're just going to enforce their will early and win it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Ethan here. I mean, it's true. The running narrative is that the ACC is just terrible. You got a lot of teams that are like 2-win, 1-win teams, or not win, loss. Sorry about that. We got a lot of those teams, and the running narrative is that they're just like the worst conference in football, that they just suck.
Who's your favorite team?
What'd you say?
Who's your favorite college team? My bad.
Let me finish this, then we'll get to that, Jayvyn. I would say I'm going to go with Duke, just because I think to continue that narrative of the ACC just being terrible. All right. Now, are there any other?
Hold on.
Okay. All right.
We got some breaking news.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Penn State just hired Iowa State's coach just now.
What?
Penn State has a head coach, but I don't know. Their recruiting class is terrible.
It's terrible.
God awful. So if he can rebuild that program, he's going.
Special.
He's going to have millions of dollars if he can rebuild Penn State right now.
Is Iowa State's head coach going to be able to bring in recruits to put Penn State back on the map?
Yeah. As long as they have a head coach, they're going to, just because it's Penn State and the tradition they have.
In the atmosphere.
Since they have a head coach now, I feel like more recruits will come through.
Okay.
Yeah, they boosted their stock from 6-6 to 7-5.
Yeah.
So
hey, as long as they got a coach.
Congratulations. The only millions of dollars he's going to get is in the buyout in about 2 years' time. So
hey, that's still millions right there.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he deserved it. The Penn State job, that's no gimme. That's not a job they just hand out. So congratulations to whoever it is. I'm sure we'll get the name somewhere. But yeah, Penn State's a dumpster fire right now, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. He's inheriting a very bad situation.
There you go. To go back, Jayvyn, you asked me a question earlier. What was that?
Who's your college team?
So I don't really have a specific college team that I root for. It's just kind of like an assortment. I'm rooting for
Whoever's
Tennessee.
the best.
Tennessee, I'm rooting for them. Indiana, it's one of the schools that I kind of want to go to. They're number 2 on my list, so I'm kind of rooting for them in the playoffs at least.
I got another question.
Sure, what's up?
When's the last time Tennessee went to a bowl game or the playoffs?
I think they went to a bowl game and the playoffs last year. Yeah.
They were. Oh yeah, they lost.
Yeah,
they
so-
got smacked first.
Well, they went to the
rounds.
playoffs.
You don't even remember it because
I don't remember it, but I know they went to the playoffs. So
I was just asking. I was
Yeah.
just curious. My bad.
Lost to Ohio State last year.
Yep.
At Ohio State.
You're all good, Jayvyn. I forgive you. Yep. All right, now moving on to NFL football. So we have a lot of really, really close divisions in the NFL. So for today, we're going to kind of go from person to person and look at the close divisions and kind of get your all's thoughts on it. So starting off, how are you guys feeling about the AFC South? I think we got some big AFC South matchups this week that could shape the division for the season.
Well, the way it's looking right now, the way the Colts are on the downfall, I see Texans rising up. I think they could really win that division, definitely.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I got.
Yeah. I either say the Jaguars or the Texans.
Or the Titans.
Oh, the Titans.
Yeah.
We've seen crazier things happen. So, Cam Ward could really cap off a historic rookie season. But the Jags and the Colts play. I don't see a reason to think the Colts are going to win. They've looked really unwatchable.
All they got is Jonathan Taylor right now. I mean, that's how it's looking right now.
And he hasn't even been living up to the hype now because you can only do so much. But yeah, whoever wins that division is just going to be a sacrificial lamb for the 5 seed. So who really cares?
Wow. Okay. I don't think the Titans are going to be any good until that man right there, Will Levis, comes back. So they're not winning. They're not winning it this year. Maybe next year once Levis is back in the mix. But
he needs to get back with his girlfriend, and then he'll be back in the game.
Oh, there you go, Taurean. My heart goes with the Colts. I really am rooting for Daniel Jones. Since he left New York and then went to Minnesota and now is in Indianapolis, he beat out Anthony Richardson for that job. Really was rooting for him, and he was off to a very good start. I don't want that to just end. I feel like with the team that they have, I mean, sure, it's not the flashiest on paper, but you have weapons like Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren, he's kind of slept on. I think he's one of the top tight ends in the league, honestly. So I think Tyler Warren and the Colts and Jonathan Taylor and all them, I think if they just win a couple more games, like they have a big game, I think, against Jacksonville this week. I think if they're able to beat Jacksonville, they have a solid chance to win that division. Ethan, you already. Well.
Yeah.
Ethan, which division do you see being a close one as we head into the?
Probably the West. I mean, besides the Cardinals, every team in there has 8 wins minimum. The only reason I think San Francisco's not as competitive is just because of injuries, and they're still 8-4, 8-5, somewhere around there.
I think it's 9-4.
Yeah. My bad.
No, you good, gang. You good.
But I mean, you never know. San Francisco, since they had a bad finish last year, they could get some easier teams on the schedule and really benefit from a weaker schedule. But I just see that, the Rams, I think they had their slip up. I think this is the worst it gets for them. So I could very well see a world where the Rams are just going to roll back, get into their footing again, and, just really hammer home that they're the first seed in the NFC.
Yeah, I don't really see this as a question. I got the Rams. Taurean and Jayvyn?
I think the Seahawks could definitely do it. I mean, if Sam Darnold plays to how he's played in the past, maybe not the last couple weeks, but I mean, if they play like that, they got JSN, they got a good running back, they got a good team, they could definitely win.
Yeah, I said the Seahawks or the 49ers. The Seahawks defense is just unbelievable. But like Taurean said, if Sam Darnold steps it up, I mean, I can see them going far.
There you go. One other division, it's kind of a hot topic division here on this crew. That's the NFC North. Big win for the Lions last night against the Cowboys. Taurean, any thoughts on that game?
I mean, what I've been saying all year, Jahmyr Gibbs MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. J-Mo showing why he could be a wide receiver #1 on any team. I mean, Amon-Ra comes back after a tough injury. I mean, he's come back and starts torching them. Cowboys suck. We own the Cowboys. And then we coming for the division.
Here we go.
Okay. So, Taurean, you think the Lions are going to win the North over the Bears and the Packers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Over the Packers, definitely.
Definitely with the Packers.
Okay.
Definitely. If we're not going to win, it's because the Bears look really good.
Yeah.
We're not going to lose to the Bears, obviously. We're going to sweep the Bears. But, I mean, if we don't win, it's because they look really good. They won all their games that they were supposed to win. But Packers, we got that in the bag.
All right. Even though you lost to the Packers twice this season?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Ethan, how are you feeling
it
about the
wasn't
North?
blowout, though.
It kind of was.
How am I feeling about the North?
The second game was 27, 37,
yeah, but
34.
Packers were up the entire game.
7-point game.
Packers were up the entire game.
7-point game.
Packers were up the entire
Packers
game.
ain't no playoff team, though. They're a
Oh,
regular
okay.
season team.
All right. Sure. All right. Ethan?
To be honest, if you really want to talk about that.
Ethan, do you want to talk about the North?
I feel like you all have some unsettled debates you want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Talk to me about the Packers, Jayvyn. What about the Packers makes you think they're not a playoff team?
Jordan Love. Y'all get carried by one person, and it's Michael Parsons on defense. If y'all didn't have him, y'all wouldn't be as great as y'all would.
What about like Xavier McKinney, All-Pro safety? Trash. Okay. Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to let you all do that because you were going back and forth. But look, I'm really impressed with the Lions. You know, I know we give you a lot of flack for being a Lions fan, but I mean, going up against a team, you know, again a deflating loss last week, but to go and beat a team that racked off some really impressive wins. You know,
they beat the Eagles and the Chiefs back to back. If I'm not mistaken,
they did, and I thought Dallas was going to win, but Detroit. I mean, they, you know, there was a little bit of a skid there, but I mean, they still
showed grit.
That Detroit grit.
Detroit grit.
But
MCDC.
Look, I mean, and you know, I'm not trying to favor one person over the other, but you know, there was a circumstance a couple years ago when the Bucks got swept by the Falcons, and you know, they still won the division. So this is really anyone's game, and I don't want anyone who's watching this show to think that just because a team has 2 division losses, yes, it puts them at a disadvantage, but
obviously,
you know, you got to keep it interesting. As for the Bears, I still think that they're going to be third. I just have a feeling they're going to end up third. You know, they're a lot like, how do I say that? Never mind. They benefit from having a really bad schedule. I mean, they played absolutely nobody. And when they did play Detroit, I mean, I think we're forgetting they put up like 50 on them.
We beat them by 30.
Yeah, but like, you know, I just think they're frauds. I don't see a world where the Bears do and make much noise in the playoffs. I mean, could you imagine could anyone realistically picture a Bears NFC Championship game?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, nah.
I wouldn't be mad if they made the playoffs though. Like I'm not.
Oh, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know they're gonna make it. I'm not mad at that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's good for the Bears. Bears fans needed that.
But I think that if, you know, the best case scenario for Detroit is that the Packers minimum split the division series with the Bears, and then they just went out because, you know. But yeah, I mean, the North is probably another. These 3 divisions we're talking about. These are probably the best 3 most captivating divisions. Of course, that in the South, but we're not talking about that.
Why don't we want to talk about the South? We got a big battle between the Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's a couple weeks away.
Okay. How about the division battle?
Look, we got to save content for the next couple of weeks.
Okay. All right, sure.
We will preview that game when it happens, and we will get to that.
Yeah, the Panthers are winning that division.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, I really believe in Bryce Underwood. I really think.
I love Bryce Underwood.
I do also believe in Bryce Underwood, but Bryce Young, I really believe in Bryce Young. I liked him since Alabama. I just think he's just a little dog. Like he's just that guy out there on the field.
Is Mike Evans back for y'all?
They opened his practice window. I don't think he'll be back this week, but he will be against Atlanta.
That's gonna be if y'all have a fully healthy team against the Panthers, that's gonna be a good game.
That'd be our only benefit because right now, you know, we started off hot, they didn't. It's the exact opposite now. We've slowed down, they've sped up.
But it's the Panthers.
Yeah, that's always the thing.
They can lose any day of the year.
I think we're forgetting the week after Bryce Young put up like 500 yards against the Falcons, he got blown out by the Saints.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the Panthers.
Like, you know, it's really a toss-up who you get. But I mean, if they play anything like they did against the Rams, just making Matthew Stafford do uncharacteristic mistakes we've never seen him do, you know, that could very well be a very bad circumstance. But you know, like I said, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So.
Also about the Lions game, hate to bring it back up, but our pass rush was like the best it's ever been.
It was really good.
We've had like 3 sacks this year, and we had like 5 last night. And I'm just saying, if we get to Matthew Stafford like that, it's going to be a whole different game than they really think.
Yeah, I will say they were sacking Dak like crazy. Jack Campbell, I thought he had a really good game. I'd always seen him watching Lions games like here and there, but I think he had that sack that almost was the safety, and then I think he had an interception.
That was a safety also. No way that's not a safety, in my opinion. But
we'll see. Last thing I want to talk about, this was a very hot topic on Tuesday's show. So are you just so confident that the Patriots got the division on lock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confident. With their schedule, yeah.
Okay.
Easily.
Now, I know that you said off camera that, yes, the Patriots have not played much of anybody, but even in the teams that they have played that are legit, I mean, they passed the test. And I think that the biggest part of that was just the win in Buffalo. I think that, you know, that's hard to do anyway, at all, let alone a division opponent. I just think that, you know, Drake May is playing as an MVP caliber. He's really that guy, and, you know, you call me a Buffalo Bills hater, which I kind of am, but that's really only because I take what they've done, which is, in the grand scheme of things, nothing. So I have no reason to give the Bills their credit because they really haven't deserved it. And yes, we are seeing the peak of Bills football right now. November and December is their February. So, that's fun for them. But, I think if those two met in the playoffs, the Patriots would not handily beat them, but they would get the close one.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right, and we only got a couple more weeks, unfortunately, left in the NFL season. It's flown by. How many more games we got? Like 3 or 4 more?
If you're not excluding this week, we have three more weeks.
3 more, so 4 more total NFL games. Look forward to seeing how all of our predictions and our results come out as we go in and we head into the late season. But as always, thank you guys.
Hold on, I just want to shout out Rui Hachimura last night getting that big 3 buzzer beater against the Raptors.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
His
I know.
10-point streak for the game.
LeBron James is really a team player.
He really is, and everyone wants to say he's not. Everyone.
And they want to hate him like, oh, he didn't score 10 points.
Yeah.
He just won the game for him.
I know. The one time he breaks his record is to win the game.
Yeah.
And I think that's just.
And there's no better way to break that record.
I know.
Yeah.
On a game-winning pass
against a really good Raptors team. And they're like 15-7.
I'm telling you, if the Pistons weren't a team, Lakers are winning it all. But unfortunately, Pistons are going to win it all.
You know who LeBron reminds me of?
The
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, because they're both elite.
Yeah, they're both
the
like
best of the
best.
best.
The best
right.
at what they do at their sport.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always those minority of haters that just
there's always
that
those,
are so loud.
Yeah,
I mean,
so loud.
LeBron could save the world, and there'd be haters.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
And
Like
Lamar could throw a 99-yard perfect ball ever. I don't even know what you'd call it. It'd just be something crazy.
Well, if I had that O-line, I could do that too.
Yeah, or it would be all because of D-Hop or something. But
one of his practice squad receivers.
Rashad Bateman. Yeah.
Well, I just had to throw that out.
Yeah,
Sorry
absolutely.
Shout out
You are
LeBron.
all good. All
Shout
right,
out
well.
Michigan basketball too, number 3 in the nation.
Oh, okay. There you go.
All right, we done.
All right, perfect. All right, thanks, guys. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode. We will be back on Tuesday with episode 22. Thank you, guys.